Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas with you again today. I love my life. How many people do you know that can say that? Every day I wake up blessed and excited about my life. I love my life. I love my God. I love my children. I love what I do every single day. I am blessed. The reason I am is because I have been introduced to the all good God. I have Jesus, the bread of life, inside of me. Jesus' perfect life is inside of me. My energy, God's energy, Jesus' energy, Asha, the Holy Spirit's energy are one. I am life. I am health. I am peace. I am joy. I am one with good spirit. And that is what I am teaching my wonderful friends, how to hold that vibration. As many of you that watched my video yesterday realized, I was brought up in the Baptist tradition. I, since a child, could hear from God. My gift is a prophet. I can hear from God. But where it got confusing and I would cry out to God, why can't I hear you? Is whenever he would speak to me and it didn't line up to what the Bible was saying or to what I already had thought in my mind was right, which my pastor had told me is right, which my teachers had told me was right. And if what God was telling me was different than that, then I would put up a wall against that voice and I would cry and cry, God, why have you forsaken me? He hadn't forsaken me, but I had an idea of what the answer was. And until someone gave me that exact answer that I already had in my mind, I would ignore it and keep crying and begging and pleading until, as I told you, I got that little orange book, the original monotheistic religion, Zarathustra's message that God is all good. And then I realized, oh yes, I was hearing from God. He was answering all my prayers, but I was the one pushing it away. And there's a lot of confusion. You probably see it in a lot of the comments that I get, and people saying that I've been deceived by the devil. How could that be deceived by the devil to believe God is all good? Do you see how twisted and confusing that is? The reason is because they have been taught a monster God that is at war sometimes and at peace sometimes. He loves sometimes and he hates sometimes. He will create life sometimes and he will kill sometimes. The reason for that here in the West is because in the Jewish religion, they don't have a devil. Okay, if you talk to any Jewish rabbi, they do not believe in a devil. They think there's only God, and that if good or bad comes, it's from him. If bad comes, it's a punishment against you. The Zoroastrians taught that there is a good spirit and an evil spirit. All good comes from the good spirit, and if something bad's coming, you're being attacked by the evil spirit. That is why the Magi knew when Jesus was born, because Jesus taught this message that was completely different than the Jewish message. Okay, how confusing is that if you don't know the difference from good and bad? Some people, as I'm preaching the good message, the good God, all life, love, peace, joy, and they can think that comes from the devil. How would you ever know right from wrong? Okay, if the devil can do good and bad, if the devil can heal and make sick, if God could heal and make sick, if the devil could do good and bad, if God could do good and bad, you would never know what's going on. God made it quite simple, my friends. Please hear this. God is all good. He, no matter what stories you've heard in any so-called sacred text, he is always just love, peace, joy, kindness, goodness, health, life. The evil spirit is death, sickness, hate, war, disease. Do you hear what I'm saying? God, in many texts, has been given in these world religions attributes that are not his, and you will be set free when you realize this. I live this every day to hold this vibration so that you can follow. And it gets even better than that. I want to read something out of the teachings of the Magi. When these two dignities meet in one man, then will the aggressor be completely vanquished and creation saved. In the final rehabilitation, the good religion reveals that these two dignities will meet together, and so shines Jesus. This is talking about the government of God that is coming, when good inside man will rule this earth, not a system ruled by darkness, by fear, by greed, by war, but every man inside will have the good spirit and will love his neighbor as himself. And when you love your neighbor as yourself, you don't want to rob him. You don't want to cheat him. You don't want to kill him. You don't want to steal from him, because you love God and you love your neighbor. You love good. God and good are the exact same thing, and that's what's coming. And if that wasn't great enough for on this earth, you have a hope to look forward to in the next life. When you leave this life and you choose good spirit, you choose to live in love, peace, and joy, you will go to live in that energy forever. God bless you, my wonderful, wonderful friends. I'm so excited. I love you. I love you. I love you. See you tomorrow.